All right, so guys, this is the Metamask cash flow presentation, and my name is Jill Cillionaire, and I am your host. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you're here with me, in the words of Jay-Z, and we're gonna get right into it, right? So welcome to the Jill Cillionaire Cafe. All right, this is a training for the Cashflow NFT wallet. It is going to be 5 steps, guys, but I am going to be breaking it down according to mobile devices and computers and laptops, right? So it's going to take us a bit. All right, so this is not financial advice. This is for information and educational purposes only. My views and opinions does not reflect those of Cashflow NFT and Miracle Cash and more, as well as Metamask. I am only a member. I am not an approved representative, okay? All right, so we're gonna get into Metamask, and I'm gonna go slower than usual because there are people who are going to be following along, right? So this is step 1. We are going to set up the Metamask, right? So, all right, so right now I'm going to start with smartphones. So I actually asked the people who are on computers and laptops to have a little bit of patience so we can go right through it. But Metamask is pretty simple. All right, so here we go. So if you have not already done it, you are going to go on the smartphones and the mobile devices. You are going to go to your app store or your Google Play, I believe that's on Androids, and you're going to download this app, which it says MetaMask blockchain. You're going to download that, right? Download it. And whether you set it up on your mobile device or your computer and laptop, it's really a choice thing. So I just want to let you know that there is no syncing both. So if you put it on your mobile device and then you decide to upload it on your computer, it may not match, right? Because it doesn't really sync from device to device. So just wanted to let you know that. So if we're okay with this, my computer is acting a little weird. But if we're okay with this and no one have any other questions, we can move on, right? So if you're still downloading, let me know. If not, then we'll move on. Yes, no? Okay. All right. So you'll get to this screen, which will say, welcome to MetaMask. And there is a button down on the bottom after you see this cute little fox right under it. It says get started. It is highlighted in blue and black is in the middle. So you would press that button. And remember, we are on mobile devices. Mobile devices meaning your cell phone or your mobile phone, whichever way you associated with, or your tablet or your iPad, right? So those are the things that we're working on. All right, so once you've done that, so I want you to not press anything right here. I want to clarify what these 2 buttons are. You see my red arrow pointing to import using secret recovery phrase. This is for the people who already had MetaMask and they had their SRP, meaning their secret recovery phrase. They had that already and they still have those 12 words. You can press this button to get back into your account. If you do not, and you have not set up MetaMask, or you choose to set up a different one, we are going to move on. And we're going to press this button, right? The blue one. The blue one where my red arrow is pointing to, the blue one. So this is for people who have no account. And this is for people who have had an account, but don't remember the recovery phrase and they're going to set it up. So let me go back and let me explain. So if you have your recovery phrase, you are pressing this button, the one with black and it's highlighted in blue. You're pressing that one and you will come up with a screen that looks like this, and then it will take you to your home page. right? So it's just basically telling you that, you know, your information and whatever you do here is your responsibility, solely your responsibility, right? But if you do not have one, and this is your first time setting up MetaMask, and you don't have your password, and you don't have your password, or this your first time, or you're resetting it up, you're going to do create a new wallet, right? So let me just go back over that. This is for the people who never had MetaMask, or they had it before and they don't have their secret recovery phrase or their password. You are going to create a new wallet, which is the blue one. All right. So once you get there, you press the create wallet button. Remember this one. You are going to this page, and it should say create a password, right? So you are going to do step 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that means you are going to create a password. You are going to do step 2, where you're going to confirm it. And then you're going to check this I understand down here in step 3. And then once you're done, I believe it says confirm or something. I cut it off. I'm not even sure. But whatever that blue button says, you are going to press that. For people who love to do Face ID, you can switch this button. I don't know if you see my cursor right here, but it's like in between 2 and 3 right here above the number 4 arrow. There is the words that says unlock your Face ID. You can slide that over if you're okay with unlocking your MetaMask with your face, right? Your Face ID. So you can switch that over. Now, mind you, a clear warning, right? Once you have this password, make sure you put it in a protected place, or where, use something that you're going to remember, or something very similar, or put it somewhere where you're going to find it. Because the thing with MetaMask is, because it's decentralized, that means that it is not a bank, right? It is not it doesn't have customer service. So remember, in this crypto space, and you are your own banker, I've said this many times before, if you've ever been on any of my calls, you are your own banker. So there's no customer service with MetaMask. There is no recovery password. There is no one to talk to. There is no service desk. There's nothing. There is no number to call. So once you lose it, it's gone. Okay, it's gone. So if you are planning to be a multi-millionaire and have a lot of your funds in MetaMask, I suggest that you make sure you write this down and put it in a safe place, or you use something that is very familiar that you can remember it, right? So that being said, we're going to move on to the next page, right? So that means that you have all done 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? So if you are done and you don't have any objections to me moving on, we'll go on. Anyone? Okay. If you do, just make sure you shout out, hey, Jill, stop right there. I got to go back, right? Okay. So then it takes you to this page that tells you that the only backup to your password is your secret recovery phrase, which is called the SRP, right? So there's a video right here. It will tell you that, you know, basically this is your backup, and these are your recovery phrases that if you lose these, then you lost your wallet and there is no one to call, because remember, you are your own banker, right? So once you play that video, I basically summarized it. If you lose it, it tells you right here, don't risk losing your funds. Protect your wallet by saving your secret recovery phrase or your SRP in a place you trust. It's the only way to recover your wallet if you get locked out of the app or you get a new device, right? So it's the only way to recover it. So remember, there is no one to call. There's no email service. There's no telephone service. There is no customer service. Because remember, if you are your own banker, who are you calling? You're calling you. So if you didn't back up the information, then it's lost, right? So this is basically what it's telling you. And then you're going to press start, right? Start, because they're going to give you the SRP, secret recovery phrase, in the next slide, right? So again, they basically tell you secure it, write it down, don't lose it, yada, yada, the whole 9 yards. They give you suggestions on where to put it, store it in a bank vault, store it in a safe, store it in multiple secret places. You know, they tell you really not to put it on your phone, because if someone finds your phone, or someone's able to access your phone through like different devices, where they call these like virtual devices that are scanning people as they're walking through the airport, or they're walking through like some stores or the mall and stuff, and they pick up and they get your information from your phone. All they have to do is go into a couple of apps, which we all know there's not many that do the 12-word phrase. They'll just go through a couple of apps to see which one you have, and they can steal your coins, right? So you don't want to put it in your phone. You want to put it somewhere outside your phone. I personally have a phone that I don't have service on, that I don't use. So what I do is I put that secret recovery phrase and all my passwords on there. But I also bought a USB port to use that's attached to my phone. So whenever I want to get that information, I could plug it up in my phone. And once I remove it, it is on the USB. It's not on my phone. Okay. So those are two things that I do. I'm not, you know, telling you to use it. I'm just giving you ideas. But once you understand that, you know, then you press start, right? So we'll get back to that. We'll press start. All right. So here you will look at your secret recovery phrases. So you would write them down. Another thing to have, I mean, there's this thing called SafePal. They have a metal, it's a metal, no, it's aluminum. And you can put your secret recovery phrases in there, and they have it where you can lock it so it doesn't get lost, it doesn't get damaged. And the only one that have the key is basically you. So that is another thing that you can do. But anyway, at this point, you are going to reveal your secret recovery phrase. And what you'll do is write them down. You have to write them down in order, because they are going to test your knowledge. They're going to give you a quiz on the next slide to say, okay, tell me which words go where. So make sure they are spelled correctly, make sure they are in order, meaning from left to right and from top to bottom. So make sure, and if it have numbers on it, make sure you put the numbers next to them. But usually the phone have it, you know, 1, 2, 3. It's really categories like that. But you're going to see them. So you'll press view, right? And then you'll do number 2. So you see where I have 1, view, 2, and then you're going to press continue. So are we safe to go on to the next slide? Because I know people write them down. So anyone that needs me to pause a little bit, or can I go on? So make sure those words are correct. No? Okay. No objections? Okay. All right. So here is where they're going to test your knowledge about where the words have to go. So you will take the word and drag it to the spot that it belongs. If you can see down here on the bottom, the words are listed, and then you have to put it from 1 to 12 in order. And this is what they call your secret recovery phrase, right? So this is your SRP, right? So once you have completed that and you dragged all the words from 1 to 12 in there, I believe there's a confirm blue button or next button down there. I cut it off by mistake when I took my screenshot, but that's the button you have to press, all right? So my apologies for that. So is everyone done? Yes, no, maybe so. I'm kind of feeling like you guys are on track. Yeah, all right. So if you need me to go back or you need anything, shout out, say, hey, Jill, I missed that part. Let's go back. because I have no problem with going back, you know, so we can get it done together, because we are getting down to the wire on this, guys. We are getting down to the wire on cash flow. And when they start paying out, I want to make sure everyone gets their just due. Okay. All right. So now you have it and you put it in those orders, and then it just says complete backup. So you had already placed them in the order 1, 2, 3. So it should kind of look like this page. And then you're going to press complete backup, right? So when you say complete backup, it's going to say, congratulations, you are completed. It's that simple, guys. So I'm going to give you some confetti to say that you are done. So, you know, when you go outside, you'll see your balloons and parade out there. All right. But right now, I'm just giving you the confetti to congratulate you. So this is the way your screen will look. You should see on the top, this says your wallet. It should say Ethereum main network account 1. This is your new beautiful MetaMask account. Then you have your address in the middle right here. Always remember, this is an Ethereum network wallet. So it's always going to start. Remember, I always tell you, it's always going to start with OX, right? OX is always going to be the start of your address. So if you see right here, I don't know if you see my cursor rolling over it, that is your address. So this is the receive button that tells you when you want to get coins in, you're going to press this to receive it. If you want to buy some, this is where you are going to add the buy. If you want to send it somewhere, you have the address, send it. This is the swap. The swap tells you that you can change the coin. So let's just say you have Shiba Inu and you want to change it for BNB, you could swap it on there. This tokens is always going to be where you list all your coins and your tokens. On the NFT is where you're going to list your NFTs. It's going to be a little bit different on the computer, but that's what you have. And then if you want to add in new NFTs, this is what they call important tokens, but that's for a later time. All right. So congratulations, you are done. So now I'm going to ask you to be a little patient because I have my computer and laptop people coming. All right. So this is for the computer and laptop people. Understand that for computers and laptop, in order for you to run it, if you are running on Mac and Safari, it will not run on the Safari software. You have to have Firefox, Chrome, or there's another one. It's Chrome, Firefox, and I forget the other one, but either one of these are good. So you would have to run it on that software, right? So your browser. So this would, you have to go onto your, so if you have an Apple and you're on Safari, you would have to open up in Google Chrome or Firefox, all right? So do we understand that, everyone? Let me know if you're not understanding that. Let me know. Yes, so we can move on. This is for computers and laptops. Mobile devices are done. You guys are just sitting in the wing for the next step. This is the first step of MetaMask, but we are on the computer and laptops, right? Okay. All right, so on the computer and laptops, and I got to give credit to Andrew. Andrew had done this presentation before, and I just took some screenshots of his so I can go over it with you guys. Well, prior, I had other ones, so, but you are going to search up MetaMask. You're going to be in the Chrome browser, and Chrome browser, right? And then you're going to Google MetaMask. If you don't want to Google it, it is metamask.io, right? So if you see it right here, my arrow is pointing to it. It says metamask.io. It might be a little blurry, but I do apologize. All right. Then once you have Googled it and you pressed on metamask.io, you're going to come up to this page. And this page in your Chrome, your Google Chrome or your Firefox, you have to be on that. Any questions so far? Any questions? Anyone need me to pause a little bit? Okay, we're all on board. Okay. So then you'll press this button where my red arrow is pointing, the blue button that says download now. You're going to press that. And when you do that, come on. All right, when you do that, you will end up to a page. Oops, sorry, that wasn't it. You're going to end up to a page that looks like this. And if you notice right up here, first it says MetaMask, and it says features, support, about, and build. Right under it, it says Chrome, iOS, or Android. You are going to pick Chrome. If you are on Firefox and it says Firefox, picks Firefox. But if it doesn't, pick Chrome, right? So it should say Chrome. And then this you're gonna install it, right? So it says install MetaMask for your browser. And that's what you're going to do by pressing this blue button down here where my arrow is pointing that says install MetaMask for Chrome. Even if it says Firefox. If you're on Firefox, it may say Firefox, but if it does not say Firefox, you're just going to press it because you're going to be on Chrome. So make sure the top one is on Chrome, and on the bottom it says where the arrow is, install MetaMask for Chrome. Okay, so far we're good. Okay, we're going to move on to step 4. So once you press that button, you'll come up to a page that look like this, and it will say on the side where my arrow is pointing, add to Chrome. You're going to be adding it to your browser, right? It's going to be an extension of your Chrome browser. Okay. Once you've done that, we're going to move on. And you're going to come to a page look like this. It says, welcome to MetaMask. It's connecting you to Ethereum and the decentralized web. We're happy to see you. And then right there in the blue, it says get started. Right where my arrow is pointing, it says get started. All right. All right. And then we're going to be on to 6. And just like the same as the mobile devices, you have 2 options. Right where my black arrow keeps like blinking in and out, that is for the people who already have a secret recovery phrase, a SRP. You can press this button and you can, put in your 12 words. That's if you have your 12 words, but you forgot your password. But if you do not, and you never set up one before, and this is your first time, or you forgot your secret recovery phrase and your password, you're going to be pressing the red arrow, where the red arrow says create a wallet. Okay. Oops, sorry. Oops. Sorry. All right, so then we are going to move on to step 7. So you should be on a page that's looks like this. This is pretty much your own preference. Whatever you pick, you're still going to end up on the next page. So if you say no thanks, I agree, it's really your choice, right? So basically it's just asking you, you always allow to opt into your settings and, different things. It's basically a choice. You can screenshot and read it over, and, you can do it at a later time, or you can do it right now and just press either one, right? Whatever your choice is. All right. So once you do that, I keep going to the next page. Okay, once you do that, you are at a page that is going to ask you to create a password. And you're going to do number 1, which is create the password, and then confirm the password by putting in the same one. Then you're going to check this box that says, I've read and agreed to the terms of use. Now, you can stop here, but that will, and then you can read the terms before you move on, or you can go back and read them at a later date. It's really up to you, but this is the part you have to do your own DD, right? Due diligence, DD. So then once you check this box, you are going to do number 2 and press it by, it should be highlighted and say create. But in this video, because he had already done it before, he didn't have the password, to set it up, right? So you'll press create. Any questions so far? Any questions? Anyone need me to stop? Everyone's okay? All right. All right. So my mouse is just not really okay. Come on. All right. So go to the next page. Oh, gosh, I am so just like the mobile devices, as you've seen, they do the same video that tells you, listen, we're not your bank. You're responsible. You're your own bank. So if you lose this SRP, secret recovery phrase, and your password, that's on you. We're not responsible. There's no customer service. There's no email. There's no one to call. There's no 800 number. There's no one in the back office, that you can call. None of that stuff. So basically, they're warning you to say, listen, keep your password safe. Keep your 12 words safe, your secret recovery phrase, because there's no one to call if you screw this up, because you're your own banker. And when you're your own banker, you are the one that you have to call. So if you want to feel like you're calling someone, if you lose your secret recovery phrase, go in your mirror and say, hey, I need to find out what my secret recovery phrase, because you're going to be looking at yourself. And that's the bottom line. That's how that's what they say. So basically this video tells you all of that stuff. And then what you do is you press next, right? All right, so sorry. All right, next. And then, oops, my thing, I keep having to go back. All right, so this is where you're gonna unlock your secret recovery phrase, which is the SRP, and they're gonna show you your 12 words. You have to write them down in order. And this particular one, it's not like the mobile devices, because on the mobile devices, they give you 1 through 12. On the computers and laptop, they don't give you numbers. You have to look at it and make sure that from left to right, they're in the right order and from top to bottom. So if you're writing them down, make sure they're in that order, because if you screw up the order, then you have to go back to square one, or they give you a new secret recovery phrase and you have to rewrite it down. So make sure it's in that order, left to right, top to bottom, right? Directly in order. So, and make sure the words are correct, because sometimes the spelling, people with the older version of MetaMask, sometimes they make you spell it out. So just be mindful of that. All right. So once you are done, you're going to press number 2. So you're going to reveal it with number 1. You're going to press on the gray box. And then number 2, you're going to press next. Any questions so far? Am I going too fast? Do I need to stop? No? Okay. All right. So here is where you're going to place your secret recovery phrase. So you're going to have to put them in order, right? So you're going to click on it and drag it and put it in a box, right in order, left to right, top to bottom. That's the way it works. Left to right, top to bottom, right? They are going to ask you, and if you screw it up, then either you don't get this account, or they'll give you a new one, a new recovery phrase, and then you have to write those down. So once you drag them and put them in this box, then you're going to press number 2, which is that blue confirm button. It will be highlighted, but mine isn't, because Andrew didn't go through the whole formalities of moving it, right? All right. Okay. And then, oops, congratulations came too fast. All right. And then you have the congratulations right here. If you are on a computer and laptop, you are all done. You're going to press the all done highlighted button down there. And it basically telling you a little bit of like rules, to see you off. Hey, you completed, but just remember these little things, kind of like that. And then I like to give out confetti. So you are done. You are done step 1. And this is how your page will look. Let me go in. Oops, it's not going in. Come on. Okay, so pretty similar to, I don't know why it's not zoning in, right? Let's see. Oh, here we go. Oops, sorry. That didn't work out. Come on. But it didn't get really big. But anyway, you get this unique color looking ball. It's going to say Ethereum right here. Your account is right here. And then you have your address under there. But we'll see more of this going forward. And I can explain it better because it's kind of small. And I don't know if you guys can see it. All right. So step 2, we have to add the Polygon network to your MetaMask, right? So step 2, Polygon, and I have to do this in 2 phases because computers are different from mobile devices, right? So, all right, so if you're on the mobile device, your browser is inside of your MetaMask. That's the difference. The browser for laptops and computer is when you open up another tab, but on your mobile device, your browser is inside your MetaMask. Okay, so here we go. On your mobile device, you should be on a page that looks like this, right? In your MetaMask, it should come up. So this is your unique ball. Don't mind the ooze thing. Don't mind the ooze thing, right? Don't mind this because it was just something, you know, for me to do the tutorial, I had to put that there. But you'll see right here, if you just set it up, you won't have any money there, right? No money there. And then you will have your address here and so on and so forth, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to press this hamburger, that blue hamburger, what they call a hamburger is those right there. You're going to press that and you should come up to a page that looks like this, right? So on this page, you are going to go down to settings because we need to add the Polygon mainnet. The Polygon mainnet, if you see on the first slide, it should come up where it says wallet. It should come up under that, but I have Phantom. So don't pay any attention to the word Phantom there. What we're going to do is change the Phantom to Polygon, right? So you'll press on settings. And then when you press on settings, you should come to the page settings right here. And you will go down all the way down to networks. It'll say general, security and privacy, advanced, contacts, network. You are going to press on networks, right? So once you are in that, you're going to come to networks right here. You're going to go all the way down because you are going to add a network. And that network is going to be Polygon. So then you should come up with a third page. And that third page, you should see networks on the top. You are going to press custom network. And it's going to come up with a page like this, with this yellow box warning you of malicious networks and people can add any coin that they want, just be safe. Basically, that's what it says. And then here you're going to see network name, RPC URL, chain ID symbol, and then block explorer URL. You are going to fill in this information, and I'm about to show you what you're going to do verbatim. And when I say verbatim, make sure you are adding in every dash, every period, every slash, every letter, because it will not work, okay? So here we have it. This is going to be, let me make it a little bit bigger. Okay, so those boxes you're going to fill in with this information. Verbatim, okay? When I say verbatim, make sure that you add in every semicolon, dash, period, all that, because it will not work, okay? So the same way, exactly the same. Do not divert from this example. It have to be the same, okay? Any questions so far? Do I need to slow down? Someone have a question in the chat? Let's see. Oops, why is my chat not working? I don't know if the person, oh, sorry, the person in the chat, I can't get my chat up for some reason. If you had the question, make sure you just unmute and just ask your question. Do I need to, can I move forward, or you guys are copying it? Or did you take a screenshot? Let me know if I can move on, because I want to make sure that I'm just not sitting here for no particular reason and
Okay.
just wait.
Can you
Okay.
hear?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, I am at the wallet where there's the up on the upper left-hand side, there's the three little lines.
Oh, okay. You're at the hamburger.
Okay, yeah,
You're
so
here, right? The first slide. You're here.
yes,
You're on a mobile device, correct?
correct.
Okay. So you press the hamburger, and then
Okay,
you should come up to a page like this one that's on the right-hand side. And you can go down to settings.
okay,
Okay. And then when you get to settings, this first one to the left, sorry, you should see networks down the bottom. You can see my red circle going around.
yes,
You press that. Once you're there, you should be on the page that says networks on the top. You're going to go all the way down to the bottom where it says add network in the blue. You'll see my circle going around.
okay,
Okay. And then once you're there, you should see another page that says networks, and you should be able to press on the custom network button. It should be highlighted in blue or white. And
okay.
it should look like this. If it doesn't
Oh,
look exactly, it should look similar.
uh-oh. Okay, yes,
You do? Okay. So you see those boxes are blank, right? And you're
correct.
going to fill it in with this information. I'm going to go to another screen so you can see what information it says. And that's the information that you need to put in. Okay.
Okay,
And we'll wait for you.
okay.
All right. Anyone else have any questions while we're waiting? No. Well, I'll tell you a story while we're waiting. So remember, we talked about, well, I talked about, right? Well, remember, I was telling you about how, you going through airports. Well, crafty technical people came up with devices where they could sit in the airport or sit in like a restaurant or something, and they could scan people's phones and either steal their crypto, or they can they can steal the information. And this is why they wouldn't want you to store your SRP in your phone. So funny thing that happened to my sister and I when we went to Vegas to the cash flow thing. We got into Vegas airport, and our phones immediately told us that Google gave us a prompt to tell us that someone was trying to access our phones. And the reason why that happens is because we were in our phones checking our emails. And I was advised after the fact that you should not check opening your apps and stuff while you are in the airport and stuff, and like unfamiliar places and unfamiliar towns. So you should always log out of your account. But fortunately, what happened with me was that Google gave me a notification, but they also gave me the option to do a 2FA right then and there. So I did the 2FA. I can get like the Google Authenticator code, so they wouldn't be able to access my account. So basically, I'm telling you this story because I am a witness that it does happen, that they do scan your phone. They have these scanners and they sit there and they're waiting for people to be vulnerable and steal their information. So especially crypto, because although we're only the 2% of the population that knows about crypto, there are people in that crypto space that knows how valuable crypto is. And so they're actually on the opposite end. We are on the end of, doubling our and tripling and quadrupling and making multi-millions with, you know, what we have, and they're looking to steal that. So we have to protect ourselves against that. So just make sure that you are signing out of your accounts and not looking at your emails or your, you know, and opening up your apps while you are on unfamiliar places, or, you know, get a throwaway phone when you travel and use that, and do not access your stuff, you know, and lock your accounts, right? So that's something that I learned. I just wanted to share that with you guys.
Okay, you
So,
can keep going because I keep getting knocked out of MetaMask every
you get,
time I try to enter something.
all right. So, you know, we can help you on the side. Okay. So
Okay.
I'll keep moving on. All right. All right. So guys, same thing with computers, right? So we're going to the computers right now. In the computers, in order for you to set this up, you go into your wallet, which would look something like this. I don't know why my computer does this constantly, keeps flickering, opening up my email. Okay, sorry about that. But for computers, because we if you are done with your mobile devices, we're going to move on to the computers and laptops. And this is what you would have. So you'll be on your main page, right? And then you will click right here where it says Ethereum main network. If you scroll down in here and you do not see the polygon here, because if you do see the polygon, you can click that and it will populate by itself and add to the network. If you do not, then you will go down to either it would say add new network, or it would say custom RPC. So you'll press that, right? So once you press that, so you're doing one, pressing this Ethereum main network button, and then you're going to scroll down. It should be a pop down. And when the pop down comes up, if it does not have the polygon on there, then you will press new, add new network, or custom RPC. So once you do that, it will come up with that page like this, and you are going to add in the information verbatim like this. The page will come up, it'll be empty, but you're going to add this in, okay? All right. Any questions? Anyone stuck? Anyone need me to answer anything?
Is this being recorded?
Yes, this is being
Okay,
recorded.
thank you.
Yep.
So Jill, you said when you click on the Ethereum mainnet, right? So
Yes.
drop down, so you'll either see Polygon,
Right.
add new network, or the custom RPC.
Maybe maybe I did that too fast. Let me just go back. You'll need the Polygon mainnet, right? Or Matic mainnet. And sometimes it is listed when you do the pop down right here. Sometimes it's listed. If it's listed, hooray, because then you don't have to do this extra work. So all you have to do is click on it, and then it will populate and do the work for you. However, if you do not see it on your list when you do the pop down, you're going to have to add it yourself, right? So in order to add it, you will see either, depending on the version of MetaMask you have, you will either see add new network, or you'll see custom RPC. Either one of those will take you to the same place. So you press on that, right? And then you're going to be adding it. And then you'll come up with a page that looks similar to this, but it'll be empty. And then you'll have to add in this information. Was that clear? I hope I was clear. Yes, no, maybe
Yeah,
so.
Yes, that
Got
was
it?
clear. Yes.
Okay. All right. All right. So then that means that we need to add the Polygon technology. Now, what we did was we just set up our MetaMask, right? But what we need to do is add the connector onto it for those who are going to get the NFT. So now we need to connect MetaMask to OpenSea, and that connector is Polygon technology, polygon.technology. That is our connector, right? So it's like, you having two boxes and you want to connect them. This is the rope that connects them, or the chain that connects them, right? So we have to add this on as well. So this comes in two different parts as well. I'll have to do mobiles first because it's a different format, and then I'll have to do computers, right? All right, so getting back to the mobile devices, because your browser is inside your MetaMask, that's what makes it a little bit different. But then, if you look at it, eventually the steps are pretty much the same. All right, so for mobile devices, how we're gonna add that Polygon dot technology, you're gonna press this hamburger, right? And then when you press the hamburger, you'll come up with the page that's on the right, and you should see browser. And you're going to press browser, right? Once you press browser, right? This is where, like on a computer, this is where you type in the address. Mine says DAP, but ooze. But you're going to press on that DAP ooze where I have the red arrow going. You're going to press on that because you're going to need to type in the address, right? So you tap on this where it says DAP ooze.finance. You're going to put, but yours isn't going to say that. Mine only say that, right? So you're going to tap on that, and then you're going to put in polygon.technology, because what's going to come up is a box that looks like a browser box, right? You're going to type that in. So once you type it in, you're going to get a page that looks very similar to this. It's going to be moving. And all you do is click on it to make the main page come up, which is on the right. Any questions so far? Any questions? Everybody's on board? Okay. All right. So when you click to the left of you, you're going to see it looks like a spaceship or something. You click on that, and it should come up to a page that looks similar to this that says Polygon bringing the world to Ethereum. It may not say that because they change it, but it should look pretty similar to this. Then you have that hamburger in the right-hand corner, the top right-hand corner. You're going to press that. What we call a hamburger is 3 lines. So it looks like it's like a bun, bottom and top, and meat in the middle. So that's why they call it a hamburger. All right. So once you press that hamburger, you're going to come to a page that looks like this, and it's going to say DApps or DApps, whichever the way you pronounce it. But you should see Polygon Solutions, Developers, Ecosystem, and DApps or DApps, right? Once you press on DApps, it's going to have a drop down, and you'll see what comes up on the right side. And then you'll see Polygon DApps or DApps, right? So then you'll press on that. Polygon DApps or DApps. Any questions so far? Nope. No? All right. All right, so after you press on that Polygon DApps, it'll have a drop down again, and you'll see POS Wallet. That's what you're going to press, POS Wallet. And then once you press the POS Wallet, you are going to press, it's going to come up with a page that looks like this that says login. It's going to give you different options, MetaMask, Coinbase Wallet, Bski wallet, so on and so forth. But you are going to press MetaMask. If you were doing Trust Wallet, you would be doing Wallet Connect. But if you're doing MetaMask on this training, you would be doing MetaMask, right? So you press that, MetaMask. Any questions so far? Questions, comments? Do I need to halt it a little bit? Am I going too fast? Because I've been known to go too fast. That's because I'm speedy. Right. So once you do that, and I'm just showing you this because it looks like a desktop but it's all the same, right? So once you press that, the DApps thing, it's going to come up with something similar to this that says MetaMask, waiting for confirmation from MetaMask, connect with MetaMask. But what I want to bring your attention to is that you make sure, this one says James Wallet, but you make sure that it says that a wallet that you just created in MetaMask, right? Make sure that it says that. You have that unique color looking ball. Make sure it's a check next to it. So you want to verify it and make sure, verify, okay. And then you're going to press next, which is circled right there. Okay. And then we're going to move on to this one. And once you do that, what's going to happen is this page is going to come up and it's going to tell you it is connecting to your MetaMask. And basically it's going to ask you, do you want to connect? And down there at the bottom where it is, where it's a red circle going around, you're going to press connect. Right? Okay. Once you press connect, it should come up with something similar to this. And it's basically telling you this Polygon connector is connecting to your MetaMask. So it's just basically telling you that. So once it is starting to connect, you will start to see this page, which is here. And remember, I want to bring to your attention right here where account, it says account, make sure that it is that account that you are picking from MetaMask, that it says, you know, that cute little ball, that unique ball, the name of it, and it's basically telling you that it is going to connect to that account in MetaMask, right? So then once you confirm that, you are going to press sign. Any questions so far? So far, we're good? Oops, I'm trying to get it to come back out. All right, let me just go to the next one. All right, so that means you are done pretty much the ones that are on the smartphones, and now I'm going to move to the computers, right? So just a little patience, right? So smartphones are done because we have completed that part and it said sign. Remember, the last step was sign. So now we are moving on to computers. Now, the difference between computers and mobile devices is that MetaMask have the browser inside the app. On computers, the browser is, you know, just open tabs, right? Okay, so now for computers, I want you to keep that MetaMask tab open, right? And you're going to open up another tab. Do not close the app out. Do not close the app out because we won't get the connection, okay? So when I say open up another tab, let's go, let me show you. Let me show you what a tab looks like. Oh, sorry. Oh, wait. Let's see. Okay. These are the tabs at the top. If you see my cursor. So you're going to have MetaMask open, and then you're going to press on the plus sign and open another one. So that is your tabs. But you have to keep your MetaMask open. Do not exit out. Do not close it because it will not work. Okay. So let's get back to the computer one, right? All right. So now that you open up another tab, you're going to type in polygon.technology. Polygon.technology. So once you put that in, you'll come up with a page that looks similar to this. It may not say the same words, but it will be Polygon. So what I want you to focus on is this right here. Or it will come up with like a spaceship type of thing. And all you got to do is click on it and it'll bring you to your main page, right? So any questions so far? Any questions, any comments? No, we're good? All right. All right, so, oh, sorry. let me go back. So now what I want you to do on this page is press the hamburger. Remember, it's that 3 black lines. Just visualize it as a hamburger, 2 buns and meat in the middle. So press on the hamburger. And once you press on the hamburger, you should come to a page that looks similar to this, where it says solutions, developers, ecosystem, DApps or dApps, right? DApps or dApps, that's what you're going to press on. You're going to press on that. And once you press on that, you will have a drop down. And a drop down should say Polygon DApps, ecosystem DApps or dApps. You are going to press on the Polygon DApps or dApps. Okay. Any questions? All right. Am I going too fast? No? Okay. All right. So then it will take you to a drop down again, right under, it says DApps, then it's the drop down. It says Polygon DApps or dApps. Now you're going to see it says POS Wallet, POS Widget, POS Bridge, POS Explorer. You are going to press on POS Wallet. POS Wallet. And once you press on that, you will come to a page that says Polygon Login, and you're going to press on Metamask because we're connecting Metamask with this, right? If you were doing a Trust Wallet, you would be pressing on Wallet Connect, but we didn't go through the Trust Wallet setup, but I'm just letting you know that you would be pressing on Wallet Connect, right? So once you press on the Metamask, is everyone up to speed? Good? Okay.
I have one question.
Yes.
If you have Coinbase, would you still press on POS wallet, step number 3?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, so now we are going to go to the next one, which is number 5. And we're going to go through pretty much the same thing we did with the mobile devices. You're going to see MetaMask, waiting for confirmation from MetaMask, connect your MetaMask. I want to bring to your attention that this ball and the name of the account is the one that you are connecting, right? Because that's the one that you will be getting your items in, right? So you make sure that it's checked, you have that unique ball, and then you have the name. This one says James Wallet, but it yours could say something else, like account 1 or whatever you named it, right? So then once you confirm that, you're going to press next, which you see in my circle, like it's circling around with red, right? And then we're going to see this page, very similar to the mobile devices. It's going to say it's connected to the wallet. And you're just really confirming by pressing connect. You'll see my circle going around that where it says connect. You are going to press that. All right. How are we doing? Is everyone still on task that are following? Okay. All right. So then we get to step 7 on this one. And basically, it's just telling you, we're connecting your Polygon connector to your MetaMask, right? So basically, that's what it's saying. And it's basically going through the connection phase. And once it does a check, you will come up to a page that looks like this. And it's going to just basically tell you, hey, we are connecting your MetaMask account with this unique looking ball and that name of that account to your Polygon. And if you agree to all of that, then you're going to press sign. So it's like giving your virtual signature. So you're going to press sign. Right. Okay. And then you are complete with this part. And so now your connector is set up. on mobile and computers. And this was what you'll see. You may see or may not, it may go back to the home page, but basically you will see this on there or another home page, and you are connecting. So now we are going to go, after I give you some confetti and your balloons are outside in your parade, you are done the Polygon part. So now we're going to move on to step 4, which is the OpenSea part, right? So OpenSea, we are connecting. Now, what is going on is that we have the MetaMask set up, we have the connector set up. Now we have to connect the OpenSea to all of it. So it's like a train. We needed, you know, we need the MetaMask, and then we need the middle part, which is so we need the engine, and then we need the middle part, and we need the caboose, right? So basically it's like MetaMask, Polygon connector, and then the caboose would be OpenSea, right? So, all right, so same thing, guys. Mobile devices first, computers next. All right, so in your mobile device, remember we got to go to that browser. You're going to be going to OpenSea.io. And so let's go to there. So back to this, you're going to go to that hamburger. And because your browser is inside MetaMask, you are going to go to that hamburger, which is 1. And then 2, you're going to go to your browser right here. And once you press your browser, you are going to press that, remember that DApps ooze that I think, but it's not going to be yours. It probably will say something else. Just tap on it so it can open up the browser bar. And then you're going to, when it opens up the browser bar, you're going to press in, well, type in OpenSea.io. OpenSea.io. The only difference between well, not only, one of the differences between MetaMask on your computer and on your mobile device is that the browser is inside the app, and on your computer, the browser is not inside the app. Okay, so once you have done that, you should come up to a page that looks like this on your left-hand side. And you see my red circle going around that hamburger. That's what you're going to press. Once you press that, you will see this come up, this page comes up, and it will say MetaMask. You're going to press MetaMask. If you had the Trust Wallet, you would be pressing Wallet Connect. But for this training purposes, we are doing MetaMask, right? So you press MetaMask, and you should come up to a page that looks like this. And MetaMask, OpenSea is going to tell you that it's connecting to that wallet. So whatever that wallet name is, in that unique color looking ball and that address, you're doing 4 for 4, which is confirming the first 4 and the last 4. If you look at this box down here, I don't know if you see my cursor circling it, but if you see this box down here, that's basically telling you that's the wallet that OpenSea is going to connect to. So that's really confirming that wallet. So once you say, oh yeah, that's the one, then you're going to press connect. And then it's going to tell you again, this is the wallet that I'm adding here, guy. You know, this is the one I'm adding. So you'll see this page that come up says sign this message, because it's saying to you, you're going to give us your virtual signature saying that you agreed to this. So it's going to tell you right here, right under sign this message, this is the one that we're connecting. We're connecting this ball, this unique ball with this name on it and this address on it from your MetaMask. So we're connecting that one. And then once you say, yep, that's the one, you're going to press sign. Right? So then it's going to ask you again, hey, you sure? You heard about our terms and conditions and our policy, our privacy policy. Yeah, okay, sign it again. So you're telling you, I understand. I did my DD. I actually read this stuff and I agree. So then it's going to tell you to accept and sign. So once you've done that, basically I go back and I check to see if things are all correct. So that means you have completed the step. So what I do is I go back and I press on account. So it goes to your home page and I press on account. And then when I press on account, I press on profile because I have a drop down. I press on profile and I come to a page that looks like the one on the right that says unnamed, and it basically tells me what account is set up. So here is where you'll be looking for your NFT. So you say, oh, okay, everything's fine. I don't have to do anything else. So after that, you can press more just to go through the formality of training yourself where to go. And when you press more, you go down to hidden, and then that's where you will see your test NFT once you get it, right? But other than that, basically, when you did accept and sign, you have completed the connection to OpenSea, and your account is already set up. So we are going to give you mobile devices some confetti. So you are done with that part. So now we're going to go into computers. All right, computers and laptops. We're going to go into that. We're going to do the OpenSea on that one. So remember, you have to open up a tab. So you have to keep open your Metamask, keep open your Polygon, and now you have to open up another tab to go into OpenSea.io. So this is for computers, right? Let me go back to their address so you can see it. OpenSea.io. When you open up another tab, another browser tab, you're going to put this in. You're going to keep open your MetaMask tab. You're going to keep open your Polygon.technology tab because we want to make sure we're connecting it. That's the difference between the mobile devices and your computer, because you have to open up 3 different tabs in order to get this process done, right? So when you get to this page, you are going to, it's going to come up looking like this. Oops. It's going to come up looking like this. And what you're going to do is you're going to press on that person where my arrow is pointing to, that person in the circle. You're going to press on that. And then when you press on that, it'll have a drop down. You're going to press on profile. Profile is going to come up. Once you press on profile. Any questions so far before I go on? Anyone lost? Okay, we're good. Okay. You're gonna press on profile, and this is where MetaMask is gonna come up. So you're gonna press on MetaMask, right? Because for this training purposes, we're doing MetaMask. But if you were doing it for Trust Wallet, you would be doing it with Wallet Connect, right? So you're gonna press on MetaMask. And once you press on MetaMask, you should come up to a page that looks like this. And this is where MetaMask is going to say, hey, we're connecting this account with this unique ball. It's checked. That's the account. So basically, remember, the account from MetaMask have to match in Polygon.technology, and it have to match in OpenSea, right? The same address should be the same in all 3 apps. All 3 apps, it should be the same. I mean, although my training shows different names, yours should show the same one across the board, right? So once you say, yep, that's the account I'm connecting, you press next, right there where the arrow is pointing. And then it will come up with a notification like this saying that they are connecting that particular account with that name and that address. And then you're going to press, what does it say? Connect. It's going to say connect. You're going to press connect. All right. And so here is where it's starting to tell you they're connecting OpenSea to your MetaMask. And it'll have like a little circle in the middle or something that says it's loading. And then once it's done, it will have this check mark there. And then you will come to a page like this. And basically, it's just telling you, hey, you accept all the terms, you accept our policies, you accept the fact that you are connecting this account to OpenSea, so you have to press accept and sign. Now, with computers, it may ask you to do that a couple of times. So right here, I'm showing you that you may have to press it again. And then it'll come up with a fox on the side. And sometimes it'll do it again. And then you have to press accept again. And then eventually you'll come up with a page that says signature request. And it'll say again, this is the account we're connecting to, right? And then you press sign. Okay. And sign. And then you have your account set up. And it will say the address right under there. It'll say the address. If you see your unique ball, and it'll say unnamed, which you can name later on. And then it'll say your address under there. They'll tell you when you join. But if you wanted to see where you're going to get your NFT, you can go over to more and then go down to hidden, and it will show you where it would be. And basically you are done. That part, that is done. And there's your confetti. Congratulations, you are done step number 4. Now, step number 5 is pretty simple. It's the matter of going back to Metamask and getting that wallet address and pasting it in, CashflowNFT. So you got to go to Metamask. This is step 5 and the final step. And for mobile devices, this is where your address would be. And for computers, your address would be here on the top, if you can see where the arrow is pointing. So let me just go back so I can show you that again. For mobile devices, this is where your address would be, right here where the red arrow is pointing. So all you would do is click on it and it should come up copied. And for computers, you would right here where it says account 1, yours may say account 1, account 2, or whatever the name you named it. All you have to do is press on this little piece of paper and you're copying that address, right? And it should say copied. Once you have done that, you're going to go to CashflowNFT.net. Any questions so far? Good. All right. You're going to sign in and do all your signing in stuff, right? Boy, I was up at 3:25 a.m. taking pictures of this. Wow. Oh, gosh. All right. And then once you get into your account, you are going to press the account button. See where my red arrow is pointing? You're going to press that, and this should have a drop down. And the drop down will look like this, and it will say my wallets. That's what you're going to press where my red arrow is pointing to. And then you will see a page that looks similar to this, and up above are addresses, right? So it says wallet name, you're going to name it. I preferably said that it was Metamask, and I put the Metamask name in there. And remember that wallet address that you copied, you are going to paste it right there. See where my cursor, let me see if I can get my cursor to go. Right here, wallet address. Then you're going to put in the description, which one do you have? Do you have Spain? Do you have UK NFT? You are going to select that. And the way you select it is that you click your cursor in the box, and it should have a drop down. And that drop down, you should be able to see which one of the choices that are in there. So if you have Spain NFT, you're going to select Spain. If you have UK, you are going to press UK. Now for networks, this says TRC20, that's the wrong one. Because remember, I told you all ERC20 addresses start with a 0 and an X, right? So you would have to change this network to ERC20, right? So then if you would press add if you didn't have any, wallet, slots there to add in your address, but you don't need to press it if there is available space open. Then once you are done, you are going to click all these boxes, check all these boxes, because basically they're saying to you, hey, you agree that you went through the steps and you did all the tutorial, and we are going to be sending you your NFT there. But CashflowNFT put a safety protocol in there. So now, before they were sending out NFTs and people weren't getting them. So now if you set up pretty, if you missed a step or you made an error in your setup, what happens is they're going to send you a test NFT. And if you don't get it, what happens is, maybe you should go back to the training, or either call me or get in contact with me, and I can help you go back and correct those steps, right? So then once you check all these boxes, acknowledging that you went through all the steps and all the training, you're going to press the save button on the bottom that looks kind of purple bluish, right? And then you are going to be done. So congratulations, you completed all the steps, and voila, that means you are done. So at this point, I am going to stop sharing my screen. You can ask me any questions, but this is being recorded, and we are going to, oh my gosh, we went over time, but Dina is doing a call, and the link is in the chat, and we are going to move over to her call. Okay, yeah, Kelly, no problem.
Thank you,
But
Jill.
this is recorded, and we can look at it later. But for those who want to, I'm going to move over to Dina's call. But for those who want to make multiple accounts in your MetaMask, I'll be helping over there with Dina. And also for people who want to know about the coin and or how to fill out those forms for the coin, move over to Dina's call. That call, the link is in the chat, and I'll be helping with that. Now, Joseph, I know you're on here. Were we supposed to set up your safe pal tonight, Joseph?
I was a bit hoping, but I'm not in any rush right now.
What's a good time for you? Are you only available on Thursdays?
No.
No? Can we do that one? I mean, like, we can do it tomorrow if you like. I mean, I'm okay with that.
Tomorrow I'm doing a double.
You doing a double? Okay. Just let me know when you're free. I mean, I'll accommodate that.
Okay, I will respond back to your check.
Okay. All right.
All right, thank you.
For anybody who wanted to do the Safe Pal, I'll be doing it during the week. And also anyone who wants to set up multiple wallets in your MetaMask or in your Trust wallet, we'll be doing that on Dina's call. Okay, so we'll be moving over to that call. I know she already started, and she is helping people with that, the TPC form as well. All right. So any questions about the MetaMask?
No, I have a question. Where's the link? Where can I find the link for Dina's call?
Oh, it's in the chat. It's the first thing in the chat. Yeah, it's the first thing in the chat. That's Dina's call. You just press on that and go into her call.
I went to chat and there's nothing, I didn't see anything.
Isn't, oh, scroll, you know what, I'll just copy it, select it again, and then copy it and paste it. Don't tell me it. Come on. Copy. Wait a minute. Let me just get it out of my email again. Sorry. All right. What is going on? He's in there. All right, let's see something. I am just copying it. Not letting me put it in the chat. What is that? It's not letting me put it in the chat. It's not the first thing on the chat. If you scroll up, all the way up, it should say M8CG. No? Let me see if I can just copy the link. Let's see. Let's see if I could just copy it from my email. I don't know why it's not letting me. Copy. Maybe it's too many words. All right, let me copy that. That's the Zoom link. Okay. Does everybody see it? The Zoom link? Yes. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna head over to Dina's. Does anyone have a question, comment? No? All right, so the link is in the chat and I am going to end it and I'm gonna head over to Dina's. I'll see you there, okay? All right. Have a good one, guys.